Hello, people. Welcome to another fine episode of Who's That Anime? Like your host, Colin, and co-host Steve,
It's me.
are hosts. Hostess with the mostess.
Yeah, host. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
um, continue on from last week. We're still talking about Cowboy Bebop. Ooh.
Yep.
And the awesome,
It's a
uh,
show.
yeah, it's show the awesome jazz intro.
It's definitely making repeat watchings more amusing when I watch an episode more than once. So
There you go. Yeah, so we're just getting into this. So we're doing what episodes 3 and 4 today.
yep. Episodes 3 and 4. Episode 3, kicking things off, is Honky Tonk Woman or Honky Tonk Vimen Women Wyman. I don't know how to pronounce that in Japanese.
Right, cool. Uh,
Yep.
Wiseman.
Now that I've fucked that up, we can move on.
Yeah, let's go with that. So this here is an episode introduces a new character, but
Yep.
not quite as new, I suppose, as you can see her in the intro. I'll mention the intro again. I like the intro.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sort of introduces the existence of character, but does not make them a part of the crew yet.
No, no. So it starts off with this woman entering a cigar shop or something.
Yep.
At least,
I think it is a cigar shop, yeah. Like, I mean, that is what she's buying. That's what she's smoking.
yeah, that's what she's smoking. And then the guys offer her big jobs, and then she says something along the lines of, "You know how to stay alive in this line of business or something. You got to shoot first."
Yeah, great advice.
As like three henchmen come to the door of the shop, and she just
Yeah,
turns around blasting them with like a big machine gun. Taka, taka, taka.
does properly waste them with very little care.
Yeah, only for them to drive um Bells appear in a car with a big minigun shooting into the shop.
This is a pretty cool action scene, actually. Like, I love the sort of her kicking ass to start with, and then very quickly being inconvenienced by a car driving up with a minigun turret.
Yeah,
Uh, I think I also think there's something sort of very uh, uh, pleasing about the noise that a minigun makes as it winds up to shoot.
yeah.
A very long time ago, I used to have an exe for Windows XP that basically took a screenshot of your desktop when you launched it and then let you destroy the desktop.
Mm. All right.
And you notice things like fire and termites that would eat the top. But then one of the things was a minigun turret, and you could just like roll that sound effect of it winding up and firing many bullet holes through your screen. It was great.
Mhm. That's
I
not
think it
bad.
was called stress.exe.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
But of course, with the with the arrival of this minigun and more fellows, it becomes a little bit overwhelming, and she kind of gets held up.
Yeah, where she ends up saying, "Oh, this is a unique way to make an acquaintance," or something like that.
Yeah. And then I think I'm trying to remember if we cut back to the Bebop at this point.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
Or are
yeah.
we on the
No,
elevator? Like I
no, don't go to the Bebop. Just go straight to the elevator.
Yeah, straight to the elevator. So you've got Spike and Jet sort of getting their gambling fingers ready.
Yeah, yeah. They're in the elevator up to a casino in space. Oh no, she gets accosted by these people, and then some gangster type guy employs her.
Yeah, that's right. She because she's so in debt.
Mhm.
Uh, I think she's being coerced into providing some services to allow some sort of thing to happen at the casino that Spike and Jet so happen to be at.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Jet is had a dream about a guy called Charlie, and Charlie is foretold that he's going to win lots of money.
That's right. I wish I had dreams about Charlie telling me I was going to win lots of money.
Yeah, Charlie, Charlie,
It
Charlie.
gave me like flashbacks of the Street Fighter movie.
All right, yeah. I was thinking of Charlie the Unicorn for some reason.
Oh, that's also good. But yeah, I say that's also good. That's good. The Street Fighter movie is not good, but I love it dearly.
That's what it is. Cult classic.
It's certainly cult.
Charlie Nash, man.
Was it called? Is it D'Souza? Is the name of the guy who directed it?
Oh, maybe.
Uh, like apparently like the story of the filming of that was like everybody had food poisoning and Van Damme was just coked out of his mind all the time.
I can believe that.
Yep. It sounds like the perfect the perfect filming experience.
And I believe also Capcom had their hands in the in what characters they had a Japanese character or something. They had Ryu played as an American or something, so they had to
Yeah, they did.
incorporate a Japanese person into the movie, which is
That's not a
the
good film.
sergeant guy or something.
Yeah, I really like that film. It's really bad, but I get a lot of enjoyment out of watching it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in many years.
We should do that.
Maybe, maybe I should. Maybe. uh, anyway, yeah. So rolls on to them. They go their separate ways in the casino. Uh, you meet the three old guys again.
Yeah, the same three old guys from the porch.
Yeah, from the
I
port
thought that.
and the bar in the first episode.
That's right. Amazing.
But they weren't arguing this time.
No, they were preparing to play, and Spike kind of comes over and goes, taps the card. It's like I don't know, and then they play. Like, oh shit, we won!
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, Spike must be lucky. Here, have some money.
Well, I think Spike just took some of the winnings.
You
And
know,
he's,
did they not? I thought they gave him to them. Maybe not.
no, it looks like he just swiped some chips. And he went,
He's such a
thanks for the
filthy
tips, boys.
thief.
Uh,
What a
uh,
jerk.
yeah, he is. And then he just wanders around the casino and finally lands at Faye's,
Blackjack table.
yeah, Faye's Valentine's table.
Yeah, and the great part about this is that it's definitely not obvious that there's something going on because the dealer seems to be getting blackjack very frequently.
Yes, yes, she was very good at handling the cards.
Yes, very good at cheating. Uh, and then obviously she sees Spike come to the table and she seems quite startled.
Mhm.
Uh, he doesn't seem that fussed at the time. He's just there to play some blackjack,
Oh yeah,
and he's winning for a bit.
yeah. And then she gets she's got like a wee TV under the table. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
point out that for being the future, right, of what we are now, all the TV has a lot of static on it, like their old CRT.
Yeah, you're using good old fashioned radio transmission instead of digital transmission.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just obviously the show the age of the anime. You know what? CRTs are the thing. That's what things are going to be. We're going to move on.
It's sort of like when you watch Alien
Yeah.
and the setup of the ship in there. Although ironically it for some reason makes it all the more believable to a degree.
Seen all the old stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know why it just seems to work. But yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I suppose it just shows cheapness in in the
Mm-hmm.
company. Save the money where they can.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's Wayland Nutani for you.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, on the TV is like a static image uh, of our Mark that she's looking for, which
Yeah,
almost looks like Spike, but obviously not.
yeah, but close enough that she's convinced that that's him.
Hmm.
Uh, so after his winning streak, she starts to tear him down quite a bit, and eventually stumps him like with a full on blackjack, like proper blackjack. And then he's like, "Well, I got one chip left. I'm keeping this." And then walks away. She seems really pissed off about it.
Yeah, that's because apparently the guy was meant to hand over the last chip in good faith.
Yeah. So she abandons her table mid game and chases after him in the middle of the floor, which is pretty good. And now we get to sort of my favorite thing that he starts to do is he's become like some sort of pica maniac where she's like, "Hey, give me that." And he's like, "Oh, this chip? Oh, well, I'm just gonna eat it."
Yeah. He did he did demonstrate that he can eat things quite easily when Jet curses him out in the lift about smoking. And it says, I hate to
Oh,
be a party
shit, that's
pooper.
right. He eats a cigarette. Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You're right. He totally just eats a lit cigarette and is like, haha. Jet does not seem impressed. He actually seems a little bit angry that that's how that conversation went, which is quite amusing. It's like, well, you told me to put the cigarette out because it says don't smoke, and I did that by eating the cigarette. It's like I can't believe that that's the way you decided to solve this problem.
Yeah. Ah, good. Good old Jet. Um, yeah, so he swallows the thing and also goes basically, oh yeah, but I was a gentleman. I didn't at all like say that you were cheating at the table. And
And then he says that very loudly as well.
yeah, and everyone's like, "What?" And then some bouncers accused him.
Yeah, a cost.
A cost, yeah, not accused. That's like,
Acoustic's like part of an acoustic.
yeah, or couscous, which is kind of like a rice oatmeal thing.
Yeah, the food's so nice they named it twice.
Yeah, it's not. It's horrible. Don't like it.
I don't like couscous. No, no, I don't like couscous like the little grainy stuff.
Hmm.
But you can get a giant couscous,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's all right. Yeah, it's more like rice,
More like
and
rice.
that's
Wait,
okay.
as in like the boiled rice.
Well, it's more similar in size to grains of rice, and the texture's better because I think if you eat normal couscous, it tastes like you're eating sawdust.
Mm. That's fine. That's why you add sauce to it.
Yeah, this is like I know enough about couscous now as in the same way that I now know enough about quinoa or quinoa, as I called it very frequently when I had no idea how to pronounce it.
Noah.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Isn't that a game one?" And it's like, "No, that's quinoa."
Or you're the dog thing with the ears and the cat.
Is it like dog rabbit type thing? Dog
Y-
rabbit cat?
Yeah, Kelowna.
Yeah, like sounds suspiciously like some sort of sexually transmitted infection.
It's Japanese. I got Kelowna too. They made a sequel.
That just sounded more like a Stark admission, but okay.
Uh, you gotta admit to these things at some point.
Of course. But yeah, the she she is very panicked all of a sudden because of course these guys are coming up to her wondering what the fuck's going on, and then kind of kicks off a bit.
Yeah, she'd also we omitted a bit important bit where Spike um, basically bumps into the guy, her actual mark, and they swap chips.
I Right, okay, I couldn't remember if that happened before or after this, but you're right, it must happen before because he maintains that chip in his stomach for a period of time.
He does.
um yeah, he and the guy on the TV screen bump into each other and drop the chips at each other's feet.
Yep.
uh and the guy, of course, very hurriedly picks up the wrong chip and walks away. And Spike's like, "Oh, there it is, I guess." Picks up the other one.
Yeah. And no one's none of the wiser until things kick off and the bouncers come to Spike and go, "Hey, we want to speak to you." And he says, "Yeah, what? What you want to speak to me about?" And then just punches him in the face like a big
That's
meaty
right.
fist in the face, and he just like goes, kind of lurches to one side where the punch takes him, and then just kind of stands up and says, "Big mistake," and then just
Yep.
starts
Oh,
brawling with the
it's very
bouncers.
good. But it is the Jet. I could use some help, and he's like, he's like got tons of chips.
Yeah.
He's obviously done very well for himself, and he's like, but I don't really want. Can I? And then I think like Spike runs away, shouting to Jet, and he like obviously draws the attention of the bouncers that he might be involved with him, and he's like, "Oh, now I have to leave with all of these chips."
Oh, cash my chips in. Won them
It's
all
so
in the
good.
puggies.
It's a very funny scene. It's a very very funny scene.
Yeah. And then Faye radios in like in her ship and jumps in the ship and
Yep,
then starts busting up the casino in her ship.
and how like properly
Launch,
destroying the place.
launching missiles and stuff.
It's pretty cool. It's her ship is weirder shaped than his. His is sort of very pointed and curved,
Mhm.
and hers is sort of like a ball with. It looks like an insect almost a bit more than his.
Yeah, it's certainly it's a ball of the cockpit and then kind of like arm shapes coming out the back of it at the side.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool
weird.
designs. Keeping it
Yeah,
classy.
I like the fact that it's not just like a palette swap or anything like that. That they've actually gone to the trouble of designing like and showing the sort of mechanical diversity. Like there seems to be a lot of it.
Hmm.
Like no ships are specifically alike. I think like maybe the in the first episode with the kind of shootout on the ships, the other ship was maybe more similar to his because it was supposed to be like a newer model of kind of the same thing.
Oh yeah, so back in the first episode,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I yeah, because he mentioned that his is a classic.
That's right. which which is code for I can't afford a new one, and I haven't died in this one yet, so we'll call it lucky.
Yeah, that's it. Um, and anyway, so there's a shootout. They can't escape. Oh, they jump and land on Faye's cockpit, who then takes them back to their ship,
Yes.
and it's just like no, and then like complain to her. I think they lock her up in the toilet.
Is it the toilet? Is that? Oh yeah, it is the
Yes,
toilet.
yeah,
She's handcuffed up.
yeah, because she says, "Can't you go to the toilet with this?"
Yeah,
Uh, and
sucks.
then
Sucks to be you.
Spike regurgitates the chip because she's like, "This guy's trying to give me this chip." What chip? Says yeah, and he's like, "This one," and he was like, "That's disgusting."
It is disgusting,
It
to be
is.
fair.
The guy
Um,
gags the chip
but
up.
this is when we discover that the chip is, well, we're about to discover the chip is a little bit more than just a casino chip. I think Jet like puts it into some sort of microscope type thing.
Yeah, he he gets to read it and works out that it's not that. Using his detective skills that he learned on the Force.
Yeah, I like that he says something. Is like, well, our chip's not just a chip; it's also a chip. And he's like, no, we know that. He's like, no, like a computer chip. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit different, I guess. Spike also seems very nonplussed about the whole ordeal.
No. No.
He's super not caring about it at all.
He's pretty much yeah. He's like I don't care about this. And then you see the gangster guy Gordon, I think his name is.
I think you're right.
Um,
Great name.
shoots the other guy. Says, "If you can't fail me, we need to get this
Yeah.
chip." Um, and then Faye contacts him and goes, "Hey, I haven't run away. You know, I'm still on the case."
I haven't run away. I am calling you from a toilet that I'm using like some sort of lipstick to communicate with you.
Yeah, she's got all these weird spy gadgets.
Yeah.
Um, and then so she tells him where the chip is. He contacts the crew of the Bebop and go, "Hey, guys, you got something in mind? Give me it back or I'll destroy you," type thing. I'm like,
Yeah, it
"Well,
gets very Star Trek,
yeah,
sort of over the comms.
yeah, yeah." And they go, "Oh, actually, we know what this is. This is like some crazy cipher which you can break any code type thing, or the key to it, because there's a cipher. You have the cipher, and you need this key to make it work, so you can get all your break any encryption that you want type thing."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, so you know? Yeah, we'll sell you it. We don't care. Just give us all this money."
Yeah. Then we have like the possibly the coolest place to have like a handover. Uh, because so like this is kind of cool because like you have Spike in his spacesuit with the chip in a briefcase type thing.
uh, no, he's just got the chip in his hand.
He's got the chip. It's the money that's in the briefcase.
Yeah,
Uh, but he I like the way they do this. So he like jumps up because the ship is above them
yeah,
and like changes orientation and lands and locks his boots on the ship above, and then the camera just kind of goes whoop and
yeah.
comes around. It's just very cool. Reminded me a lot of Dead Space. You know those scenes, segments of the game where you were like
Oh,
jumping around with the magnet boots.
oh God, yeah, yeah. They're horrible scenes to play.
They were difficult. Yeah, they were difficult. They looked cool, but they were difficult.
Yeah. Um, that's getting remade too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, the original getting remade.
Yeah, yeah. There's also Project Callisto, which is from the original team that made Dead Space.
Oh, oh,
And even weird, that's in for some reason, and I don't understand why this is a thing. Takes place in the PUBG universe.
What?
Yep,
All right. Okay. Well, let's
yep.
start with that.
There's a PUBG universe.
Of course there is.
Of
Everyone
course
wants to
there
make a
is.
universe. It's like League of Legends has made their universe.
Yeah. Even better is after that Nickelodeon Smash Brothers clone came out, it turns out that apparently Warner Brothers want to make one now too.
Jesus.
I think it's gonna have like Gandalf and Johnny Bravo and Neo from the Matrix and
Oh, talk about random things. I found out that there's apparently a shipping between Mordecai from the regular crew and Twilight from My Little Pony going on.
wait, there's a what?
There's like a movement to have them two together.
Why?
I don't know. People are weird, and they like to ship random characters together.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Well, apparently it's a movement. Uh, Twi
Oh,
Twi Marty Mori
oh God,
Twi
it has a
Mori.
name.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
I don't
we
know.
don't.
Just fell into
Nobody,
it.
nobody needs that. Much in the same way, we don't need another Smash Brothers clone with Warner Brothers characters. Um, Apparently that Nickelodeon one's okay though.
Yeah, I think it's all right. It's got a lot of Avatar characters in it. I think it's got Top in it and Aang.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and it has it's got Powdered Toast Man from good old fashioned Ren and Stimpy.
It's Powder Toast Man.
Yeah,
Powder Toast Man.
and Invader Zim and Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
There's a load of stuff in there.
Oh man,
I
Jesus.
think apparently, like you know that Power Rangers beat 'em up game, Battle for the Grid,
Hmm.
that came out. It came out with like no story mode or like a very simple story mode and no voice acting and stuff like that. And they've since like patched in a huge story mode and massive like all sorts of voice acting and like new characters and stuff. And people are speculating that the Nickelodeon brawler will move in the same way because it doesn't have any voice acting
All right,
and stuff
okay,
like that. So
maybe.
they suspect like because it's got a lot of fan interest and it's actually like a very competent game that it'll have enough life to get a bit more, which would be cool.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, they introduced like Chung Li and Ryu into the Power Rangers game.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It looked
They're
mental.
also in Fortnite.
Also in Fortnite, yeah, that was like my avatar on Facebook for so long. The cheesy grin Ryu Fortnite. It's like what the fuck? It's like it's like Ryu is unable to smile, man. He's not allowed to smile. I've never seen him smile in
It
any
just doesn't
media
work.
form.
No, he's stoic and angry. That's his two emotions.
I don't know if he's angry. He's certainly
Or stoic
stoic.
or angry. Those are the emotions he achieves.
Yeah.
Ken, on the other hand, is smug and cocky, and potentially sometimes angry. He maybe stretches into one more emotion.
There was an evil Ken in one of the crossover games from the SNK. I think it was SNK Cap SNK versus Capcom. What was it? The SNK one. It came out after
Oh,
SNK. Chaos. Chaos.
yeah.
Yeah, you can unlock like
Is that Shinken?
a Shin Ken. Yeah, evil Ken.
Man, the
And
things you learn.
in the original anime adaptation, they kind of came like that thanks to Bison.
Oh, I do like that Street Fighter animated movie.
Yeah, well, the original.
Yeah, the one where Cammy like just twists a dude's head right the way around.
Yeah. I was I was watching GameSack on YouTube, and he was covering like
Uh,
last release games for consoles,
oh man.
and he went to he covered Dreamcast, and it was it in America or Europe? It was like Cannon Spike was the last
Oh,
release.
Can of Spike for the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a brawler.
no, it's not. It is. It's more like a shoot 'em up, like a room shoot 'em up.
Yeah, it's like a cross between it's probably more like Dynamite Cops and Fighting Force than
Uh,
like a traditional brawler.
yeah, I don't know. It looked like a bit more twin stick esque Smash TV.
Yeah, a friend of mine has that.
I was always tempted to buy it when I saw it.
It is worth a lot of money.
It is worth a lot of money now. Yes,
Yep,
get on it. Get on
worth.
the Naomi.
Speaking of things that are worth a lot of money,
Uh,
I have I have a Wii U copy of Project Zero, the Black Maiden
oh yeah, what's that one? Is that 3 or 4?
four,
Oh,
um, and I think it's worth like about 80 or 90 pounds.
Jesus, £80 or £90 now.
Yeah,
It only came out
if
like
I
five
kept, I
years.
sold the special edition stuff with it for like £80, maybe 5 years ago or whenever it came out. Just like I don't really need this stuff. I just want the game. It was the only way to get it on physical edition, but kept the game. And now the game is worth the amount that I also sold the special edition stuff for.
Nice. Jesus.
Crazy.
Anyway, where are we at?
So we know the chip is not just the chip. We're at the segment where he's turned upside down onto the spaceship and he's about to trade with the dude on top of the ship.
Yeah, yeah, which is cool. And so they're like, all right, so here's the money. Oh, Faye's also got a bounty on her head.
Yes, that's
Which,
right, because they want to trade her in.
yeah. But then they went, oh wait, actually, this is more money.
We could make more. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing this thing, and on this the ship that Spike lands on, there's a spinning spike thing.
So I believe that that is to stabilize gravity within the ship through rotation.
I think that's the theory in that is going a bit 2001 esque.
It definitely would not work, but it is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sci-fi, man. Let it roll. Um, so there's this spinning thing, and it's in between Spike and the guy handing over the money, and so they're going, right, you throw the chip, and we'll release the anti-grav clamp on this briefcase of money type thing. I said, okay, and then
Yep,
then Gordon tells his henchman, like, you shoot him when he throws the chip, but
of course.
yeah, but Spike's no dummy.
He's not.
No, so he was like on a count of three, as he's been watching the spinning thing. Uh,
Yeah, he's been setting up the timing.
yeah. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and the guy throws the chip, and the guy shoots and hits like the spinning thing because it's in front of
Yep,
Spike, and then Spike runs up or jumps up into the air because he's in space, and
yep,
hangs off it, and then comes down at the guy, and like
yep.
declamps
Boots him
his.
off the back of the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take takes his his magnetic boots off and throws him into space.
That's which I would argue is far worse than just shooting him in the head. Because now he's going to starve alone in darkness.
Oh well, there's a lot of space travel,
If
so
he survived smashing off the back of the ship. Because he hits the edge of it on the way back the way out pretty hard.
oh Jesus. And then Faye breaks out, much to Jet's annoyance because
Just
she doesn't open the doors.
that's right.
You meant to open the doors first.
Oh
Um,
dear.
and it turns out she doesn't like dogs either.
Nope. Not a fan of Ein.
Nope. As he chases her down.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She opens the door and is met by Ein going, "Hey, hey." It's like, shit. I hate this dog. Bails out.
Yeah.
Good
Uh,
stuff.
and then she appears next to Spike, who's about to grab the money. He also gets a chip. He times it time perfectly well for the chip to fly through the air, just
Does.
slowly enough so that he can like beat the guy up and then grab the chip. Uh, and then FaZe basically steals the money. It was like, "Hey, cowboy, yoink!"
In the ultimate dick move,
Yeah,
she not only breaks out from their custody, but steals all that money that she just uh that he just kind of worked for, I guess.
yeah, yeah. And then, oh, and then the guy was like, "Kill them all," type thing, and launches a big barrage of missiles at her.
Yep.
And oh, and also tries to shoot her down with a railgun, or a minigun.
Yep.
And then she reverses the polarity of the missile, which then hits squarely into the cockpit of this big casino, a big ship.
Did you just reverses the polarity? It's just that scene from Transformers the movie.
Which one is it?
We've got incoming. I'm trying to remember what we did. It's like it's something. It's like, well, maybe remember faster. And is that the bit where he's like, oh, it's like, I'm trying to remember, but there were a lot of casualties that day. It's like, okay, doesn't bode well for whatever your solution is. Oh,
Uh,
that's right. We inverted polarity,
yeah,
which apparently means you go above the missiles and then beam them with a pyramid of light and lasers in Transformers. And this is it's sort of more like it's like space chaff.
yeah, yeah. It's basically blocks the missile coming towards him and sends it back apparently, and smacks right into the cockpit. Much to the Gordon's up. It's like, oh shit.
It done goofed, and then they all died.
Yep. Happy ever after, except for Spike and Faye and Jet and Ein. No, they
Yeah,
survived.
they're all good.
Yeah.
Faye makes off with all that cash in her ship,
Mhm.
and Spike and Jet and Ein are left on the Bebop.
Yeah, they go and gamble the chip away. They're like, oh, there's nothing else to do with this chip now. We'll just
May as well do it.
put a bet on.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Uh,
Okay, I
End
think
of episode.
that's pretty much this episode. Yeah.
Yep.
How are we feeling about this?
How are you feeling about it? I like it.
What's our okay?
It was good. It was entertaining.
Yep.
Good action scenes. Good
Yep.
comedy fight scenes. And yeah, introducing the new character, Faye, and how much debt she's in. You'll learn about that later.
Yep. Uh, what's your rating?
Hmm. I think I'm going to 8. I think it's as good as the last one.
I agree with you on the rating, but I think it's slightly better than the last one.
Oh, that's because you lowered the.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
But yes, I think yeah, like totally agree on an 8. It was a really good episode, very funny. Comedy paid off well. Interesting story, nicely self-contained, or so you think. Because of course you don't know that Faye is going to be a part of the crew at that point, really, other than the intro kind
Yeah.
of gives you that impression. But yeah, it's still not clear considering she's just robbed them.
Yep.
That's gonna happen.
Pretty
So
much. Yeah. Just robbed
touch
them and
then
left them.
leads us on to episode 4, Gateway Shuffle, or Get Itowai Shuffle.
Oh, to get go E2I shuffling.
I'm I've insulted so many people by doing this, and I apologize.
Why are you trying to like translate it in Japanese?
I was one day on the weekend. I was trying to put a YouTube video on that would entertain my youngest, but might still, to a degree, maintain an interest for my eldest. While I did some stuff around the house, and one of the things I found was, oh hey, here's how to say a bunch of words in Japanese for kids. And it was like a video. It's like, hey, here's how to count in Japanese. Here's how to say what your clothes are in Japanese. And it was vaguely interesting, and made me remember a couple of things when I tried to learn Japanese, like maybe 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, ah, that's fair.
I did not get far.
Not get far.
No, I think I was learning it on the DS as well.
Yeah, I tried to learn it on the phone. They had like this phone app to read kanji and stuff like that.
Yep, it was
But
kind of a similar thing, I think.
in a game.
Yep.
Um, yeah, that's my double dragon. Look,
Can I see? Can I see the bottle? The. I'm a little disappointed with the logo not being. It's basically nothing to do with the game.
no, no, it's a Welsh beer.
I kind of hoped it would be something to do with the game.
No, the oldest brewery in Wales.
Wow.
Uh, Belinfol. That it's Welsh. It's like another language. The national ale of Wales, apparently. This deep copper
I
red
was.
ale has tangy red fruit flavour with nutty toffee overtones. Having won a gold medal at the International Brewers Exhibition, Double Dragon is truly a champion ale. And then it's got it in
Do you remember?
Gaelic.
Sorry, go. And do you remember that
Or
video years ago? Uh, shit. And it was the guys going double dragon, double dragon, double dragon, double dragon, double dragon, double dragon, double dragon.
no.
There's like is it Epic Man or something like that YouTube channel years ago, like 12, 13 years ago. And I swear one of the skits they did was like Double Dragon, and they were dressed up as the guys from Double Dragon and
Uh,
just saying Double Dragon.
yeah. Was it Bill? Billy? No, Billy. Is it Billy? Yeah, it's Billy and what's his brother's name? Billy was the blue one,
Uh,
and the other one was red.
I It's not Epic Man. I I can't even Google search this. I have no idea. Double Drugan. I. uh,
No head on that.
wait, did I find it?
Oh.
Yeah, I found it. I found it.
You share that in
Why is the
the.
video unavailable? Did they take the? Oh, please tell me they didn't take the video. Oh no,
Did they take the video down?
they might have done.
Oh, what? Title suit their ass. It's title, isn't it?
Do, do they have formal martial arts training? No.
What?
it's it's the one of the things in the. I oh please tell. Oh no wait, Barrett's and Beretta. Sorry, that's what it was called. Okay, totally found it. I'm gonna share this video in the show notes because this always made me laugh. When was this uploaded? When was this a thing? Yeah, this was uploaded on the 15th of August 2008.
2008, Jesus.
Yeah. And looking at this YouTube channel, they have not uploaded anything in 8 years. I'm so out of touch.
Oh, you're not out of
Oh
touch.
my
The world's out
god.
of touch.
Yeah, it's, maybe it's Irish wrong. No, it's the children who are wrong.
It's the children is
Um,
wrong.
holy
Oh,
shit!
always the children.
They also did the ninja rap. Holy fuck! I forgot about the ninja rap.
Interrupt.
Oh my god. Right. Okay. Sorry. Like since nobody is actually going to care if I patch this audio through, uh,
That's
I'll
where we
just
get
do it.
so many copyright strikes.
Where we get sued.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Ready?
Uh
You hear that?
huh. Huh.
I cannot be defeated. Okay.
It's also a very
Yes,
funny
I
video.
am a ninja. You know what I mean. All dressed up in black so that I can't be seen. My rapping is sweet, dude. My moves are obscene. Exactly like Donatello, minus the green and the shell. Ninja, 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 limp ninja time. Limp ninja, limp ninja. Yes, I am a ninja. I live in a lair and where.
So yeah, that's what that is. I'll also share that because that's funny.
Jesus. Oh man. Right.
That is like I'm not even gonna lie. That is I have not thought about that in maybe 10 years. Oh man,
And the Welsh beard made you think about that again.
that's how we got here, isn't it?
Yeah, I was talking. I poured my double dragon.
Oh shit! I can't believe we got here from a bottle of beer. Incredible.
No, I can't. uh, right. Anyway,
What were we talking about? Gateway Shuffle, episode 4.
Cable Shuffle. Yeah,
We got a show to do. Keep it together. Keep it together. It's
keep it
cool.
together.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
it'll be fine on the night.
Yep. What they say. So in this one, if I remember correctly, this one starts off in the void of space where it seems like Faye's ship is now out of juice and she is basically devouring the last of her rations. It seems that she maybe has no money, no fuel, no food, and is now stuck in the middle of space.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so she's coasting around a planet going, "Ah, there's a ship. Hey, get
Yep,
help me! I ran out of fuel."
yep. And nobody's answering. And her frustration is like, why is everybody always in such of a damn hurry?
Yeah, it's not healthy.
No, it's not. Not healthy.
Yeah, and then she comes across a dude or a wreckage in space.
Yeah, and this is I must admit, like that is one of my favorite things that can happen in a thing.
Oh, find a wreckage in space.
Yep, mysterious remains of a ship. Uh, Unknown reason to what's happened. Is always fascinating to me. You know, whether it's alien or even not so much a spaceship, but or like Pandorum. Uh, Sphere is not a spaceship, but I love the whole thing in that. Well, actually, no, it is a spaceship. It's just underwater. Yeah,
All right, sphere.
Sphere is all right.
All right, okay. Yeah, so she's moving on.
I'll put it in the show notes. Go on.
Uh, and then
These show notes are going to be a fucking novel at this point.
seems like it. It seems like it's going to be like a 12,000 word essay. Steve's dissertation on the ninja rap, Double Dragon, and Spear.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to put extended show notes to this, and I'm going to write myself a note now about the extent of the extended show notes.
Uh-huh. All right.
Go on. Sorry, continue. Go on. I'm
Uh,
listening.
yeah, so I think it then skips to Jet and Spike here, staking out this guy in a fancy restaurant, and Jet giving a laborious and boring description about some, um, was it Gallimian sea rat or something? Is a delicacy,
Yes,
and
that's right.
Spike goes, "Is it any good?" And he's like, "Nope, it's horrible." And he's like, "Well, I'll not have it then. I don't care."
Yeah, because yeah, they're deciding what they want. And he ends up. He's like, I wanted to get the most expensive thing on the menu, but I'm just gonna go with this shrimp.
Yeah, I think we went with lobster. Yeah. So staking out this guy who seems quite obnoxious, and then there's this weird group of people, all going, "Oh, oh, don't punish us. It's not our fault. Something happened bad." Uh, and then this guy asks for like, it's like the scene from The Simpsons where Mayor Quimby's son uh, mispronounces
Later.
chowder to the waiter, and the waiter goes and injures himself. But it's more,
Yeah, the waiter goes and injures himself.
yeah, that was the whole thing. He tried to sue
Yeah,
him for
I
all the
know.
money, and then Bart was in the kitchen for some reason. And was
Yeah, but yeah, the chowder is a great line.
yeah.
Classic, classic Simpsons.
Anyway, yeah. So that irks the mother figure who's obviously insane, uh, who then stands up to the guy that they're casing, as I assume,
Yep.
and he goes, "Ah, the Gallimian sea rat is an endangered species, and you shouldn't be eating it. And we're going to like put an end to this." And then shoots up the entire restaurant, especially the guy that's irked them, and Spike and Jet, Mark, as it were, for the bounty.
Yep.
And they're like, "What the fuck?" And Jet's going, "I know that face. I know that
Oh
face."
yeah, he's super sure he knows who that is.
Yeah. And it's just as they're leaving. The should also mention the other guys, apart from the mother, all wear like, I'm assuming Gallimian sea rat masks.
Yeah, they wear a Ganymede and sea rat mask for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and she's going to punish one of her
Oh,
sons for fucking up. It's like,
that's right.
everyone must be punished, but no, no, Ma, don't.
But particularly you,
Yeah,
because you messed up.
you messed up bad. So
Yeah.
so Spike then pulls a gun on her and goes, "Hey, Ma, you coming with us?"
Yeah.
Because there's like
You
20.
catch. I think they're all in the elevator, or all the brothers
Mhm.
or family or whatever. All the kids are in this elevator. She doesn't quite step far enough away and kind of holds her at gunpoint. And this is my probably favorite part of this episode. Is he says he's got her at gunpoint, holding her there. He's like, "Hey," Spike says, "Hey Jet, how's our Mark doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's so dead."
Yeah.
he's like, he's like, what he says, like he is really full of holes or something like that. It's just like really defeated. And Spike's like, well, I guess we'll be taking you in instead.
We killed out our bounty, so we're taking you.
So good, like that. That's the kind of that is the kind of comedy I'm starting to appreciate in this. Is the very subtle back and forths that work really, really well.
Yeah.
Similar to the one in the casino where he's trying to get Jet's attention when he's being accosted by those bouncers while he's holding his chips. And he's like, I don't really want to engage with this. I just want to get my chips cashed out and enjoy the rest of my time. This is all your fault. Why are you dragging me into this?
Yeah, it's very good analogy. It's kind of going to go back to the regular show where Rigby always drags Mordecai into something in
Yes.
the first few seasons, but later on it's Mordecai who does it.
Oh man,
And
I've not watched beyond probably season 2.
it gets really interesting. They go into space.
Jesus, does it follow the Fast and Furious franchise? Is that how it works?
No, the Fast and Furious franchise must follow that.
Shit, man. There's a thought.
Yeah. Vin Diesel's standing on top of the hill looking at what's his name's character looking at the funeral.
Yes. Yes, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. Just ridiculous. They should just they should have extended that to basically some. It's very Kung Pao
Yeah.
and ridiculous that scene. It's like
Good stuff.
one of the scenes where they flash to the what was it called in Kung Pao?
Oh, now you're asking.
Does he not like the chosen one? That was it.
Was it?
Yeah, sure he was like the chosen one, and then cuts to the other guy, cuts to him, cuts to the other guy, cuts to him, cuts to the other guy, cuts to him, cuts to the guy's nipple, cuts to him, cuts to him. It's got ridiculous.
That's also reminding me of the fact that because it's coming up to Halloween, there's lots of screen grabs of like scenes from the Scary Movie series showing up on websites right now. And one of my favorite pieces of physical comedy ever is I can't even remember. Maybe we talked about this on this podcast before, but the scene where the sheriff is talking to Charlie Sheen, and she stood at the car with like her brim hat, and the camera goes back to Charlie Sheen and he talks, and when it comes back to her, the brim of her hat is just that little bit bigger, and then every time the camera cuts back, her hat is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger until she has to try and get into the car. It takes up like the entirety of the front seat. It's just so stupid, and yet one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Makes me laugh every single time. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've not only watched the movie, but just that one scene.
Oh, Jesus, man. Right. Anyway,
Classic.
let's get back to it again. Wind it back in.
Yep. Yep. Reel it back.
Yeah. So
yeah, they that their mark is dead, and they're gonna they're gonna take Ma in for some money. So they let the elevator close with all the kids, and it's like, she says, "What is it? I'll be, when I get back out, I'm gonna punish you then." And he's like, "But Ma," trying to escape from the elevator.
Yeah,
which is really weird and not bizarrely fetishistic at all.
Yeah, it's some weird.
They seem to be very into the punishment.
Yeah, sort of. And then and then it cuts back to Faye, I think, who gets to the ship and goes, "Hey, dude, are you all right?" And he goes, "Don't open this case, whatever you do."
Misguided.
I take it to like some authorities.
Yeah, it's take it to the ISP, the International Space Police or whatever it is.
Not the internet service providers.
I mean, maybe.
Take
this to Virgin. They really need it. it's it's their new server stack.
Yeah, but don't open it.
Yeah, don't open it. I yeah, I mean, we all know where this is going. Uh, then of course she gets back to the ship, having stolen the fuel from his wreckage. One can only assume, leaving him to die as well, which I greatly appreciated.
Well,
You seem, oh,
he seemed to have died in her arms.
yeah,
He did that last breath
did he
thing
though?
that they seem to do in the show.
Yeah,
Dad,
yeah, that's true.
do this. Don't do this.
Yeah, it's when you jerk your head to the left or right and go, and then don't make another noise. You know that that's when that's you've died.
That's him dead. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy times. But yeah, so she of course naturally takes the briefcase back to her ship and is like, well, I guess I might try and open this, and then just looks at it, and it sort of opens kind of on its own.
No,
And she's like, well,
she
no, I feel she kind of nudges it a little, but not like to the degree where she's actually trying to open it.
she hits the button.
Yeah, yeah. I guess like maybe she maybe didn't anticipate it being that easy. Because she does say something like, "At least I can say I didn't open it," or something like that.
I don't look at me. I didn't open this. Honest, Gov. I think it was.
I guess maybe she's just being coy about it then,
I think that's
rather than
it.
any technicality.
Yeah.
But yeah, and inside it there's a weird yellow diamond encased in a sort of a metal cage type thing.
Yeah. And then I think this is where the Bebop appears on our radar, unbeknownst to her.
Yes.
And she goes, "Hey, hey, I need help here. I brought out a fuel. Can you take me to it?" And they're like, and Jay goes, despite, you won't believe who this is. And they just like play her and it's like, I can hear you. I can hear you.
It's so funny.
And
It's
then
so good.
and then they get closer to her and she kind of like jumps out of her seat in the cockpit, bangs her head. Goes, fuck.
Yep.
Not these guys.
Quality. And then of course they kind of chain her back up.
Yeah.
So she's back to exactly where she started after stealing all that money from them.
Yeah.
Which is rather amusing.
And spending it all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and losing it all. Yeah, yeah. It's all gone. I think is it like she gambles it all away?
Yeah, I think that's what the conversation is. Gambled all our money away.
So yeah, she ends up again confined to the toilet, I think.
No.
And oh no, sorry, she's sitting in the room with Jet and Spike and Ma, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Madma, I think. Something stupid.
And then of course Spike's got the got this diamond thing, and he's like trying to open it, and he's like ripping it with his hands, and you can see her expression be like, please don't do that, like what you're doing, I don't like it, but I also don't want to let on that what you're doing might be bad. Yeah. So I'm not going to say anything, but holy shit, please don't open that.
Yeah, don't do that crap. And I think Spike catches the glance that she gives at one point, and then tries even harder to do it. In fact, he shoots it.
He throws it. He first of all he throws it to the ground, starts stamping on it. Oh god, yeah, and then he does. He shoots the metal brace off of it.
Yeah,
leaving him with the kind of inside bit.
And this is where Jet catches it. In the meantime, they find out that there's no bounty on her head. It got revoked like the day before.
Yeah.
Jet contacts one of his inside men in the police and goes, "Yeah, I can help you." And then he basically says, "You're not going to help me? What about the time I did this for you?" type thing. And it's like,
Yeah,
I see
the policeman
your
who's sitting looking at a pornographic magazine is, he's, has his moral character questioned. You're like, oh, how weird.
Yeah.
We're not being shown you reading this to make sure that your character's on the level. So
yeah. And then so he basically breaks it down that Ma's crew, the Space Warriors.
Is that what they're called? Oh, they are called the Space Warriors. I forgot about that. Oh
Yeah,
god.
because as they leave like the restaurant, they launch like a big thing and say, "It's the Space Warriors, equal warriors of the thing." Uh,
That's right. They've got kind of the laser light show that plays as they're leaving.
yeah, type thing. Oh, it's weird. So basically, they're like equal terrorists because they're threatened to like launch some virus that turns humans into chimps and only humans or monkeys.
Yeah, because it interacts with the 2% differentiation.
Yeah,
So the 2% unique human genetic factor is what it targets.
yeah. Uh, and they're like, ah, all right, that's cool. Um, and then they go, so they have to release her, where the crew is like, right, we're we're still going to do this thing. You know, you met all our demands. We're going to do this thing until we get Ma back.
When is it they? So they do discover what it is because you see, yeah, like as they're discovering it, you can see on the computer that it's showing. It's actually showing DNA based pairs. I don't know if you noticed that.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it has so like all of your DNA are made up of four bases.
Mm-hmm.
It's ACGT or TG. It's adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine.
Mm. All right. Why all the themes?
Because they're proteins.
Oh, okay.
But they make up everything in DNA. So they have four base pairs
Yeah.
or four bases. So like if you ever hear in movies saying that like they have more bases, that's what they're talking about. Is like it's a more complex DNA structure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We've got 21 or something. Or 20.
Wait, uh, uh,
Wait,
I think it's
that was in Doom.
20.
That was in Doom the movie.
Oh, yeah, it's 23 pairs of chromosomes
Or maybe they were 24 then.
within the nucleus of the cell, and the human genome contains approximately 3 billion of these base pairs.
Oh, 3 billion, man.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yep. Each chromosome contains hundreds to thousands of genes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, they do this.
Yeah, biology lesson over.
Yeah. They do this, and she's going, ha ha ha. Yeah, you can't catch me now, type thing. And they return her to the ship, and they have like this weird ribbon thing it attaches to do the airlock out their ships.
Oh yeah, it kind of twists between them.
Yeah, and then,
I assume it's to link the ship. It's to link them so they can travel between them.
yeah, it's how they decide that's how they're going to do it in this.
It's like how the ships dock, but it's definitely weird.
Yeah, so they that and like, mother's back on her ship, uh, and the police are go because it's a big international terrorist thing, and then mother is like,
Yeah,
you know what, guys, you did everything I asked you to do, but that's not enough. We're doing this. It's like, what?
I'm moving the goalposts. Enjoy,
Yeah,
enjoy this terrorist incident.
yeah, pretty much. Um, so they have like a big main ship where they got like lab
Mm.
monkeys, and you keep seeing these monkeys, these people full of like these monkeys in cages, and then you see the guy who's like going to get punished, who gets infected by the disease itself
Yep.
and turned into a monkey. And then she's like, "Yep, we're doing this," and It's like it's not just for the Gallivant sea rats anymore. It's for everything, or something like that.
Yeah. This is this is when they're in the hyperspace gateway now,
Yeah. So they,
and they're about to they fire their sort of warhead.
yeah, because they're live broadcasting it, and
Yeah.
Jet's mate goes, you gotta watch it on this channel. They're live broadcasting some crap, and they're like, oh, all right. And it's like traced it. Oh yeah, well it's really close. It's in a Watergate. So Spike goes out to be a hero, and it because I think they get a bounty back on her head.
Yeah.
And
Well, this is the Spike goes out to be a hero, and Jet is helping him out, and I think he's charging up his weapon to take out the missile,
yeah,
and it separates into different sections.
yeah, it separates into a couple of missiles.
Yeah, and he manages to take out all of them except I think one.
Mm-hmm.
But his weapon now needs to charge back up, and he's not sure if he's going to have enough time to fix it. And of course, at this point in the conversation between Jet and Spike, Faye interjects and is like, I could help you out of this. It's like and it's like, but for 90%. It's like, so hundreds of thousands of people may be infected with the virus, and you're squabbling over percentages. Like, could you not just like do it?
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem that interested.
No. I was like, all right, see you. And then it's like, all right, 20%.
I think what is it? He's like, fine, 40%. She's like, okay, I'm the 60. It's like, just do it, move. She's like jumps out on the ship, and jumps into the space gate, the hyperspace gateway, and starts tracking that one. Seems like she's about to get it, and then all of a sudden, her single tracker on the screen turns into about 30.
I think it's more than that. It just launched
Yeah,
into
it is a lot.
hundreds of little ones.
Yeah, and there's no way that she's going to be able to take out all of those, and Spike's weapon's still not charged.
Yeah.
So they decide. I think it's down on the planet side. They decide to they take the option of closing the gateway.
Yeah. They go like, oh, we're going to close this gateway now. You better get out, guys. And they
Yeah.
got a sprint.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of weird. It's cool that the gateway isn't fully automatic as such. You still got like to speed up in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it doesn't just take you from one place to the other. It just provides you safe passage from one place to another.
Yeah, in a faster mode or something. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
it's a shortcut basically.
yeah.
Basically.
Still, they're all. Don't think they go outside their solar system though. I think they're all in like the Milky Way in this.
Oh, really?
Well, Ganymede's
So they get in
a moon.
the Milky.
Ganymede's a moon of Saturn or something like
that. Jupiter.
Jupiter, yeah, I knew it's one of them.
Yeah, it's a good point. It is the largest and most massive of the solar system's moons. So it's the biggest.
Well,
the 9th largest object, including the sun.
9th largest object, including the sun.
Yep.
Bigger than Earth.
It's not bigger than Earth, I don't think, but it is 26% larger than Mercury.
And it's a moon because it rotates around Jupiter, the largest planet there is in the solar system.
Yeah, it's a satellite of Jupiter.
Yeah.
Because the other ones, there's some really interesting moons. There's Europa and Io, which are two other ones that are like really interesting.
Yeah. One's got ice on it, doesn't it?
I believe that is Europa.
Yeah. Is that going around?
About a mile to a mile and a half of ice crust. right the way around it.
Yeah, Jesus. So that's good to know. There's a water-based substance there.
Well, they do want to send something to drill down in Europa,
Mm-hmm.
because they said that it probably has the greatest chance of life in the solar system. I think.
Yeah, I think that's possible. I mean, don't know what's underneath the ice. So anyway, so they're escaping this hyper tunnel.
Yes, so they're speeding the fuck up, I believe.
Yeah, and it's doing the whole slowly closing thing, so they can pop out the other side.
Yeah.
And pop
Yeah,
out.
it doesn't just turn off; it
Yeah.
gets smaller.
And pop out the other side, and like, yes, we made it. And then suddenly all the missiles also fly out behind Faye and scares the shit out of her.
Yep. And then Jet's like, "Huh? Didn't you do high school physics?" It's
Yeah.
like you can see them, but they can't impact you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why?
They're on a different plane of reality or something like that.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Mhm.
Let's just go with it. Makes
And,
perfect sense.
and then the mothership is stuck in the the
The gateway.
the tunnel, yeah. And I think they make a sudden stop or something. Or something that
Yeah, and all of a sudden, out of Ma's pocket flies this yellow diamond,
yeah.
and she realizes, oh shit, Spike must have put that in my pocket when I left.
Yeah. Spike did.
Uh,
Shows the cut.
yeah, because he's not only very good at stealing things, he's very good at making people have things in their pocket when they don't want them to.
Yeah, he's a master pickpocket.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
And it's this sort of really slow motion scene of the realization that it's going to break,
Yeah,
it's going to smash,
smashes off
and
the wall.
it does smash off the front of the ship, and then just kind of cuts.
Yeah.
You don't get to see anything. That's the end of the episode, I think, right there.
I think there's a wee jive where
Is there a
Faye's.
bit after that?
Oh, yeah, is Faye's now
Oh,
part
no,
of the crew?
well, yes, you're right. She has said that now because she's poor and has no money, she's just going to stay here.
Yeah, and Jet is not saying anything in the matter, and Spike is very angry at the fact of what's happening here?
Well, Spikes, is she staying here? I don't care. I don't know, and I have nothing to say on the matter.
Yeah.
Like, what should we do about it? I don't know, and I have nothing to say on the matter.
Yeah.
And then, of course, she's like, "Well, I'm gonna take a shower," and he's like, she's taking a shower in our shower. I have nothing to say on the matter. It's like, well, if you don't, I'm gonna go and sort this out.
Yeah.
And of course, I guess what we imagine is that he basically just like pulls a shower curtain back or opens the door and is like, get out the shower, probably not wearing any clothes, and gets a good thump for it.
No, I believe there's a gunshot.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, it is a gunshot.
Yeah.
It is a gunshot. It's much worse than a thump. It's a gunshot.
Yeah, she actually literally shoots him.
Which, of course, to Jet's amusement.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
seems pretty happy about it.
Yeah, Spike's too young to learn his lesson.
It's good. It's good stuff. And sorry, you're right. That is the end of the episode there. Then.
Yeah.
So we now have Faye aboard the Bebop.
Yeah.
And the crew is more assembled than it were before.
Yes, the crew of the Bebop, the hapless crew, never gets any money.
So, what do you rate this one then?
Certainly enjoyed it. Had some fun moments in it, but more character building, bringing Faye in.
Yep.
I suppose to a degree, I think making Spike not as stupid as he makes himself out to be.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is like he sort of he dances that line between uh acting stupid and being very adept, very skilled, and actually quite smart.
Smart,
I think
smart
that
enough.
the stupidity is sort of he doesn't. Well, he's definitely not dumb.
Mm.
Uh, I think it's just apathy is the problem. He kind of doesn't care about stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Ah, um, yeah, I don't know. Rate it. I think it's a 7. I don't think
okay,
I don't find it as good as the last episode.
I'm gonna go with an 8.
You've been at 8s.
Uh, yeah, because that scene in the gateway is really good, and I think the elaboration of the kind of plot and stuff like that for the terrorist organization is kind of well built up and quite interesting. And you know,
Yeah,
I think the comedy where it happens in this one is pretty on point as well. So definitely getting closer to higher ratings for me, I think.
I was going up, going up. Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely,
Anyway, should probably
definitely.
wrap this up. It's getting quite long.
Yes, I have noticed that there is a problem when anime is very good, and that is that we end up talking for far longer. We've taken an hour and 25 minutes to talk about two 20-minute episodes of a show.
Yeah, I gotta admit that like probably half an hour of that is just utter bollocks and
Well, I
nothing
mean, it's
about the show.
mindless rambling. Yeah, it's mindless rambling, but you know it's still there, so we
Yeah.
have to acknowledge it. Yeah, these are probably fair warning to you, dear listener, that you know these Cowboy Bebop episodes might be that little bit longer because we have some stuff to say and get sidetracked.
Very much so. Sidetracked. Double Dragon.
Um, double Drugen,
Oh, Double Dragon, sorry.
double Drugen,
Double.
um, double Drugen. So, yes, it leaves me then to say is that this has been Who's That Anime? We are, of course, an anime podcast and available at anchor.fm. You can find us where all good podcasts are found. That's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Spotify, many, many, many places. Even just the RSS feed will add to any podcatching software. We have a Facebook page, facebook.com// Who's That Anime. We post up when the new episodes are live, and on top of that, sometimes share some good old fashioned anime lols and memes.
Mhm.
We have a YouTube channel where we are working on uploading video versions of these episodes as well as other audio episodes if you do, in fact, like listening to them on YouTube. Colin likes to play video games on Twitch. That can be found at twitch.tv/couchfuel with an archive of those available on YouTube if you look for the channel Couchfuel. I like to play video games sometimes on twitch.tv/hailpayman. I like to play horror games. You can also find an archive of that in YouTube as well if you look for the channel Hail Payman.
Yeah. You were playing
Regarding,
something last night.
I was testing out something last night.
Oh.
I was testing out a Visage, which is a game that's just come onto Game Pass.
Alright, okay. Okay.
Now that I've got this fancy schmancy graphics card, I wanted to see how far I could push it. The answer is far, but the processor has a bit of a twinge when it's trying to stream and play a game at that high quality.
Ah.
It's
Oh.
no big deal. Like, I mean, I can't stream at 1440p anyway, or I shouldn't. Like 1080p is probably as much as I really want to go. So I'm playing the game at 1440p and then it's down resing it.
Alright.
So
Wonder if that's worse.
I mean, I could scale it to 1080p in my monitor, but it might look like shit. So
Yeah.
it definitely looks nice with the sort of the all of the features bumped up to epic or very high. So that's nice. But just one last thing on podcasts and reviews. If you want to leave a review, please do. Criticism, as long as it is constructive, is always taken. And you can leave any type of review you like. And if you don't want to leave a review, you could always tell a friend and get them to listen to the podcast. That'd be pretty cool.
Tell a friend. Call a friend.
Yep. And they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends. And I'm just going to insert that scene from Wayne's World.
Jesus. And then 50-50. And
50-50.
ask the audience.
Yes. Well, basically, yes. Use your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire bonus.
There's 4,
That'll
wasn't
be
it?
fine. There was Phone a Friend, 50-50, and Ask the Audience were the ones I remember.
Yeah.
That's 3.
There's not another one.
I don't know. The show's never been the same since they got Jeremy Clarkson to do it.
Oh, Jesus. Jeremy Clarkson's doing it.
Yeah, I kind of can't be bothered with him.
Yeah, he's certainly bungling along like the man that he is.
Well, he got fired for punching someone, and I refuse to reward that by watching his new stuff. Does that seem fair?
Seems fair.
Because he basically then went away and sold all his stuff for a load of money to Amazon.
Yeah. People still watch it. Ah, the
Yeah,
fools.
I mean, it is funny. If I'm going to take a moral standpoint for some reason, this is the hill I want to die on. I don't know why.
No, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm not really. I don't know. Find them. I don't find that funny. Fun. That comedy funny. It's too obtuse, and it's like I'm going to do this. Oh, your tractor's too big. It's like, what a knob.
I don't know that that's obtuse. That feels very acute. That feels very stabbing, comedy stabs of like, hey, this is obvious, right? Tractor's too big.
Yeah, I was like, that's his farm show that he did, where he's doing the farming. And he goes like, I'll need a tractor, so I'll buy a Lamborghini tractor. And he buys
Of
the Lamborghini,
course.
and then every farmer in Britain's like, that tractor's too big. And then he gets someone to help him to get a trailer and goes, this tractor's far too big. And then he tries to drive it into one of his barns on his farm, and it's too big because it doesn't fit through the doorway.
This just sounds like an elaborate version of My Spoon is Too Big.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's too big. My spoon is
Again,
too
yeah.
big.
Well, we're talking about videos from 15 plus years ago on the internet.
Yeah, it's still a classic. Legal silly
The
hats.
rejected cartoons are incredible. I almost bought the Blu-ray of that, of which apparently there is.
What? It's like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it was nominated for an Oscar.
An Oscar.
Yep,
Wow.
animated short. Yep, that was not. It's Don Hertzfeldt, and it was nominated for an Oscar. And he has also, in my humble opinion, has done the best Simpsons intro of the last 15 years.
Was it? My spoon is too big.
No, it's incredible. It's Homer using his TV remote to change through time and like goes like way into the past and like smashes it to try and stop it from going too much further before he becomes too stupid to do it. And then it rockets them into the future where Homer's just like a disembodied floating head on a like tentacle. He's like, family, we must gather in the kitchen cube. Do, 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 do. And like, it's just, and Marge is like, just hair with arms and legs. And shouts like things like, what is it? All hail the twin wizards of the Dark Moon. It's just, it's so great. It's fucking incredible. Like it shouldn't be good, but it's really good.
Yeah. Anyway, it's now extended an extra 5 minutes here, so I think we should probably end it here
we should
and let you
yep.
let
We
you
should
get
probably
some
go.
rest, people.
Yeah, you've probably heard enough of us.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Yep. This has been Who's That Anime, hosted by Steve and Colin. No co-hosts, all hosts.
all, all, none of the co, mostly host.
Most of the hosts. And we'll see you next week for another fine episode of Who's That Anime.
We'll be back with Cowboy Bebop episodes 5 and 6.
Yes, we will. We'll see you then.
Good one, folks.
Yep. Catch you there, Space Cowboys.
Bye.
Bye.